What's up, YouTube? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing well. Just staying blessed out here, taking care of yourself, being healthy, just doing everything to build the better you. Today, I was just really wanting to talk about the power of just having patience and in these waiting seasons, just some of the best things to do, some of the best things that will take up most of your time, some of the things that will help you grow and elevate to the person that you need to be. So when you get out of these waiting seasons, that you'll be good. But it's so much going on right now. You know, we got social media, just wars, just TikTok about to get banned, just all this drama surrounding like Instagram. But I was just thinking about how like fast everything is given to us, just social media, everything. I decided to kind of part ways with Instagram for a while. Like I had to like separate myself from it for a while, so I wouldn't have in my head, because I feel like it just kind of messed up my mental at a certain point. But it's so much content that we're given and we're just fed all this fast, kind of like fast food that's just given to us, and not all of it is good. Like everything out there on the internet is just not good. Like it could be false information. It could be stuff that you just didn't need to see at the time that kind of messed up some of your day. So that's kind of why I just parted ways with Instagram for a bit. Decided to take a huge break. So with the struggle of waiting, waiting can be so frustrating when you're in these seasons. It could be some of the most frustrating times, and patience is something that just steadily working on through the years. I've wanted so many things so fast in my life, and I just want you to know, like, the good. It's so good when you have that delayed gratification, or you get things later on in life. I know some people you see out there, they get things, it seems like they're getting everything so fast, or they peaked at these certain moments, or they have so much things at a certain age, and you're like, dang, well, I'm this age, I don't have this. But I'm telling you, like, it's so good to have, like, to wait and to be the person that say gets everything that you want later on. When I was an athlete and I ran track, it was so many things that I would think of when I was in competition. It was a lot of people that would come in new. There was a lot of young guys that would be some of the fastest and would have some of the fastest personal records, and I would be older and I would be just now getting to that level, or sometimes I would be below them. But that had nothing to do with my process and my journey. And one thing that I had to remember was I need to focus on my own lane. I need to focus on my own journey, my own training, just being coachable at the time. And that's going to get me through to the next level, or where I want it to be. So taking it into that perspective and bringing it into life, like, you have to make sure you're staying on your path, because it's going to be a lot of things. It's going to be a lot of things you can see out there, a lot of people that you could focus on outside of you that, that has things that you don't have at the time. But just know that you will get there. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but the blessing might be greater, man. So you got to be patient, really willing to do what it takes to take advantage of your time and the things that you really want to work on during these waiting seasons. So it feels like in times when we're waiting, it's this hopeless time, like this is it, like I'm on to the next. But this is a time where things are really building. It was so many times where I was an athlete and I wanted to quit at so many things, and I wanted to quit at just, man, like, I haven't gotten to this time at this stage, like, what am I doing? Or I haven't won this at this time, like, what am I doing right now? But eventually I got to the victory, but it took a little bit longer for me to get there. At the same time, my blessing, I would say, was different than others that I was looking at. So really looking at other people didn't matter at the time. I needed to, in that waiting season, I needed to focus on me, gain clarity, and just trust that God got me, and I'm going to be able to fulfill the things I need to fulfill. During the times where you rushed and you rushed to get things, like, what was the outcome with that? Because most of the time when I think about the times that I rushed into things and I've rushed having things or wanting certain things. It just never turned out the way I expected it to be. This is what I focus on whenever I get to these waiting seasons and I know that my mind is kind of, in another place, or I just kind of need to gather my thoughts. I really just stay present. I focus on working on myself. I have gratitude, and I surround myself with positivity. So when I do these things, staying present is truly important. And I think that we overlook being present. I remember reading a couple of self-help books. I know a lot of self-help books, they point out certain things, but ultimately some of them say the same things. And one thing that I did recognize as a pattern was just taking in the present and focusing on what you have now. Focusing on what you have now and focusing on the things that you can work on in your life that will elevate you. When we focus on the now, we really appreciate the moments we have in life. We cherish our life even more, and we're allowed to, it kind of clears our mind from anxiety. It clears our mind from some of the problems that we usually go through, or some of the problems that we're steadily thinking of. Focusing on the now really helps us take a lot into perspective, and it gives us clarity. And as far as working on yourself, this is something that you're going to have to figure out yourself. There are certain things that from time to time I do write down that I want to work on in my life. Okay, this is what I feel like I'm weak in, lacking confidence right now in this period of my life. I need to work on practicing having good confidence. What's going to help me have good confidence? I'm going to go work out. I'm going to practice gratitude. I'm going to have healthy relationships. Like, these are some of the things that you can do to help you truly elevate. And as far as surrounding yourself with positive people, I preach this pretty much every video, and it's very important because the people you surround yourself with are truly who you are. Like, that makes a lot of who you become and your potential. And if you're surrounded by negative people, you truly can't get to the places that you really want to be. And if you're on a completely different mindset than the people that you're around, then it could kind of be hard as well. So you really want to wean out who is positive and who is negative in your life. Who is going to contribute to you being great, and who is going to just help you not be a good person, or just help you not get to where you want to be. These are some of the things that I really look at. And having gratitude is something that has helped me so much, because sometimes I don't realize how much I've accomplished or how much I have right now. I'm always looking forward to what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next. But when we really slow down and we look at the things that we have and the things that we accomplish, and we cherish the things that we already currently have in our life, man, it truly, it's like a weight is off our shoulders sometimes. And I know mine, because I put so much pressure on myself at times. Being in a waiting period, I know cannot be fun. Just know that you're going to get through that period, and there's going to be something greater for you.